Muslim, so.
I've been Muslim 17 years. Yeah. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, what I'm saying, Islam.
Where are you from?
Is not. I'm Kurdish.
Kurdish. So are you Muslim?
I used to be.
So you're not a Muslim?
No, I'm Christian.
You're Christian now. So you left Christianity and became you left Muslim and became a Christian?
Yes.
How long ago?
25 years now.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Why did you leave Islam and become a Christian?
Okay. I got my own testimony.
I'm sorry?
I have a testimony.
Okay. Why don't you believe Islam is the truth?
Why I don't believe? That's different question.
But no, it's the same question.
It's not the same question.
Of course it is.
Yeah. When I compare, for example, Islam, especially with Christianity and other religions, I find it's strikingly different than all of them.
Okay.
It's more different than
I agree.
Christianity.
Oh, I agree.
Probably is a bit closer to Hinduism and Buddhism.
Okay.
But it's a lot different than Christianity.
How is Islam close to Buddhism? How is Islam close to Buddhism?
In the sense of involving in cultural and politics and daily life is more close to Hinduism, Buddhism, shamanism,
Do you know?
even atheism.
Okay. What's the most important teaching of Islam?
Say again?
What is the most important teaching of Islam?
More or less, I have always a graph which I'm telling everyone.
No. What is the most important teaching of Islam?
Not you, I'm telling mine. Don't expect me to tell something that you're thinking.
It's not. It's the first
I'm
thing.
telling you.
Okay.
Let me make
what's your name?
You saying what is
What's your
most
name?
important?
What's your name? What's your name?
Hussein.
Hussein. Okay, Hussein. The question I'm asking you doesn't have a subjective answer. It's an objective answer because the teachings of Islam are what.
Yes, I'm telling you
right.
objective.
So according to the teachings of Islam, what is the most important teaching?
Yes, it's what I'm going to answer you now.
Yeah, but it's not your subjective understanding. It's what is it? It teaches it.
To me,
No, I'm not asking that.
1 minute. You ask me, I've got to
No,
answer
I'm
my-
asking you what you believe Islam teaches is the most important thing. So I'm asking about your understanding of Islam, what it teaches is the most important thing, not what you think is the most important thing.
Okay. To give you the answer for this,
Go on, man.
first of all, I have to make a comparison between Islam and other religions.
No.
To find out
no.
what is important, what is not.
No. Let me repeat the question to you. According to the teachings of Islam, according to the teachings, so the standard of your answer now has to come from the teachings. What is the most important teaching of Islam?
More or less, I have found 5 elements
No.
in Islam.
One.
There is no one.
There is one.
You think so? That's you.
Okay, I'll give you the answer, and then you say if I'm wrong, and then you can correct me, yeah? The most important teaching of Islam is La ilaha illallah.
That's real thing.
Do you disagree?
I disagree.
All right. So, my claim is this. The most important teaching of Islam is La ilaha illallah. You're now saying I'm incorrect. So you now tell me what is the most important teaching of Islam.
Okay. If you become a Muslim, you got 5 elements to do more or less equally. If I want to spread,
What's the first pillar of Islam?
let me speak, please. You ask many times, you never let me chance to answer.
But you're not answering my question.
I have never finished.
No, because you keep telling me what you believe. I'm asking you what does Islam
I tell
teach?
you what I believe, not anyone else. And you're asking me.
I'm asking you what you believe Islam teaches.
Yes.
So your answer comes from the teachings of Islam, not from your mind.
It has to be my mind.
No, it comes from the teachings
What
of
do you
Islam.
mean? I have to tell
Because
you
I'm
my
asking,
mind.
if I'm asking you what is the most important teachings of Islam, according to the teachings of Islam, yeah, what's the most important? Your answer has to come from that pool, not from you. Right. So according to the teachings of Islam, what is the most important thing in Islam?
I find
But not what
5
you.
elements, no one.
Go on.
The first one, the important thing.
Okay. Do you accept? What makes me a Muslim? What makes me a
You
Muslim?
have to tolerate my answer.
I'm trying. But Hussein, what makes me a Muslim?
What make you a Muslim?
No, what is it that makes me a non-believer to a believer? No, what do I have to do or what do I have to say?
You're following Muhammad, you're a Muslim.
No, what do I have to say to be a Muslim?
First, you have to bring out.
It's easy.
First, you have to make a shahada.
Allahu Akbar. What's the shahada?
No, you tell me something. There is only one God.
You know.
Ah, Allahu Akbar. There is only one God. Right. No, listen. I'm saying, all I'm trying to do here is this, you see. So you said Islam is close to Buddhism, right? Now here, that's what you said.
Why you never
No,
give me chance to answer.
no, because what you
What is your name?
I'll explain to you. Darren. Okay, or Hamza.
Darren.
Hamza.
Please give me chance
No, but listen.
to tell you what I think.
No, but listen.
If you don't give me my chance, I'm not going to be able to tell you.
No, you can tell me.
You're not going to understand me.
I'm saying, trust me, you'll have time to speak. But here's the thing, you see. If you make a claim in front of me, right, you're gonna have to defend that claim. Now, I'm going to show you how that claim that Islam is close to Buddhism is ridiculous. All right, I'm going to tell you why. First of all, the most important teaching of Islam is La ilaha illallah. There's nothing.
That's why you think.
Listen, there's nothing worthy of worship.
Every Muslim they say.
Listen. There's nothing worthy of worship but Allah. Right? In Buddhism, it's nothing to do with God. So for you to compare a way of life or a religion that believes in the worship of one God to a religion that doesn't believe in God, it's a ridiculous statement. Do you understand?
Listen, are you answering yourself?
No, I'm refuting your claim.
I never made it.
You said Islam's like
I
Buddhism.
never explained it.
You can't.
You never give me answer.
Let him explain his point. Okay, explain to me why Islam is like Buddhism.
In which point?
Listen, I have said, unlike other religions, Islam have 5 pillars. Unlike those, you say, Shahadat, Hajj, pilgrimage, whatever you call them. For example, Christianity, 90% is the faith in God, in Jesus. And 10% is culture and the personal choices. In Islam, you go only 20%, more or less, not exactly, 20% faith, 20% culture, 20% politics, and the rest 20% is a personal choice.
All right, I challenge that.
1 minute, I'm going to come back there. So in terms of being similar to other gods and the religions, for these reasons, Islam is unique.
Okay, can I respond?
For example, in Christianity, we don't see politics. We don't see culture. I can live in any culture while I'm a Christian. I don't have to do politics to fulfill my faith. And this is not even in Hinduism, in Buddhism, but we find this in other gods,
All right.
in other religions, but it's not 20% equally shared.
Right, let me just translate. You're Kurdish, isn't it?
Yes, I am.
Can I translate quickly?
Wait.
Let me just translate quickly, just in English.
Let me finish it.
Just 10 seconds. What you've just said, in English, English translation, what you just said, yeah? Or what I heard. You said, there's no guidance in any other way of life or other religion except Islam. That's what you said. Okay, carry on.
I didn't say that.
Did it?
What I'm saying,
You said Islam, you said Islam
Right.
teaches you how to behave in a social manner, political manner, economic manner, all of these things. Covers everything, alhamdulillah. Like you said. But you said Christianity offers you no guidance. Just believe Jesus died for your sins and it's enough.
1 second.
That's it. That's what I heard.
Religion in general sense in the world, in the history, even today, is a relationship between the person and God. Whichever form of God is a relationship between the person
I have no disagreement with that.
and that God. When you want to unwrap what relationship is this, many find and pack up lots of things in it. What happened to Muhammad, he made a lot of things into the pack. He put culture, he put his own political agenda and economics. Now those who say I am a Muslim, they follow the same way, although my culture does not exist in heaven. Why should be my practice to fulfill my faith?
Okay, let me explain. All right, translate again. Can I translate in English again? One second. All right. Now, what you've said to me that.
I do. That means God.
Okay. So what you said now. One second. So what you just said to me now. What Islam does It doesn't discriminate against you, regardless of your background, regardless of your heritage, regardless of your nationality, regardless of your race, colour, class, culture. Islam doesn't discriminate, and it treats everyone equally. Thank you. Carry on. That's what you just said.
No, if Islam,
You're doing a good job for Islam. Eh? Carry on.
why I have to learn Arabic to practice my faith? This is purely racism.
Really?
Why I have to wear Arabic clothing to practice my faith?
Who said you have to?
This is purely
Who
racism.
said you have to?
Racism.
No, who said you have to do that?
I have to read in Arabic the holy book. What you call holy book?
You don't have to.
You do. You see what I'm
Where
saying?
does it say you have to read it in Arabic to be a Muslim?
I agree.
Where? Is it Jesus?
Why you have to read?
I'm asking you a question.
It
Where
does.
does it say? Where does it say?
It's what I'm saying.
Where does it say that you have to read the Quran in Arabic to be a
I'm just
Muslim?
trying. Can I just answer? What's the problem?
No. Hold on a second.
Pope forced Christians
No,
to go to
that's not my
church,
question.
And then you.
That's not my
you
question.
change it.
That wasn't my question. And that's the problem. You're not listening.
No, it's the problem.
Shall I repeat my question?
Listen, but he can't remember.
Shall I repeat
listen
it?
anyway.
Shall I repeat it?
You don't give me time.
Shall
to
I repeat my
answer.
question?
You keep moving and moving.
Shall I repeat my question?
You're not engaging with me.
Shall I repeat my question?
Stopping me.
Shall I repeat my question?
Repeat it. Why you give me time to answer it?
As long as you answer it then. And
As long as you don't stop me, you will get your answer.
as long as your answer doesn't involve the word New Testament, no problem. All
Why
right?
you shouldn't be?
Because it's got nothing to do with my question.
What do you mean? The Pope is reading New Testament.
That wasn't my question.
You see? That's where we get our theology.
That's not my question.
We're talking about Christianity without the
No,
New Testament.
I'm asking you a
Can it be?
question. Can you just respond to the
Okay,
question?
ask again.
All right. It's a very simple question. Did the Catholic kingdoms have the right to refuse a crusade when the Pope called it?
First of all, there was not a Catholic kingdom.
What?
Okay. And they had the right to refuse. There were volunteers went on to release Jerusalem from the invaders. Okay. That went on for 1 or 2 centuries and gradually it disappeared from the Western, from the Christian world. It doesn't have the base, it doesn't have a reason from New Testament. It's not practiced from the early church, is not being practiced today. In the 2,000 year span of Christian history, is an isolated, a unique case of Christian history. It does not repeat no more. Today, all Christians are against such a movement. I personally am against it. They should not have done
Against
it.
what?
But they did it.
What are you against?
I'm against crusaders. I don't want it.
All right. Did you seriously start the whole answer with there's no such thing as Catholic kingdoms? Did you seriously start your answer there was no such thing as Catholic kingdoms? What religion was Spain, Portugal, France, Hungary, Poland, Britain? What was their religions?
What was it? Majority were Christian.
Catholics.
Yeah, Christian Catholics.
Right, but you just said there was no Catholic kingdoms.
No, when you say the Catholic kingdom, it was not a religious kingdom as we know, because we're comparing with Islam. It was not such a
The Catholic kingdom was ruled by the Pope.
No, the Pope has the power, but he did not practice as a king the way you know.
No, the Pope
didn't
had
have the civil laws.
The Pope was the papacy first thing, and it was laws.
He didn't practice the civil law, did he?
Who? The Pope?
Yeah.
They practice it today in the Vatican City,
No, he didn't have that.
but they do have it.
That is a lot different than when you say the kingdom, it has a definition.
No. The whole principle of what we're saying is this. First of all, I asked you a question whether or not the Catholic kingdoms could refuse the request of a crusade or not. Your response was there's no such thing as Catholic kingdoms, which is an error. Straight away. So that negates your whole answer.
It's usually called Catholic kingdom. I don't know.
Okay, I'll educate you. Okay. I've just said the countries: Spain, Portugal, Poland, France, Hungary, what was the other ones? Denmark, Great Britain, were all Catholic kingdoms. And what that meant was the Pope had authority over all of these kingdoms. You know when you watch the Three Musketeers? This always confused me as a kid. When I used to watch the Three Musketeers, I seen the Three Musketeers working for the king. Then there was these guys in red. And I was thinking, who are these guys in red? They seem to be as powerful as the Musketeers, but the Musketeers work for the king. So how can these guys in red be as powerful? Then I find out Cardinal Richelieu is their boss. And then I'm thinking, well, who's this Cardinal Richelieu? And he is the Pope's representative in that kingdom. And he has the power of the Pope within that country. Do you understand? Now remember one thing, they believed that it was the Pope who appointed kings.
Brother, do you mind if I ask a question?
No, we do mind. No interest in you. No interest in you. Ask him a question, no problem.
I'm not here for you to interest.
I'm not interested. Well, we're having a conversation. Not interested. Not interested. Not interested. Not interested in you. Not interested in you. Not interested. Not interested. The subscribers complain about your voice. Not interested. Not interested.
Who is Allah?
Not interested. Not interested. Not interested. First thing, we're not interested in your misunderstanding of the Quran. Not interested. Anyway, let's stay on point.
Who is Allah praying? In Surah 33 verse 56. It looks like you are watching too
Right,
much
so you understand the
movies.
point. So you have the Catholic kingdoms. Yeah, nobody's interested. Nobody's interested. Nobody's interested. No one's interested. Nobody's interested. Nobody's interested. No, no one's interested. No one's interested. No one's interested. No one's interested. No one's interested in you. No one's interested in you. Right. So here's the point, you see. No one's interested. So here's the point. So there was Catholic kingdoms, and the Pope had authority over these Catholic kingdoms. So the Pope can call the crusade. The king couldn't refuse to join the crusade. And what would happen? That would permeate. Right? You had the. I'll explain to you. The king then would call his lords. Listen. I understand.
You don't explain it to me.
What are you about?
Explain it to me.
Will you misunderstand? Okay, you explain it then.
Brother, can I just get my answer?
No one's interested. No one's interested. No one's interested. No one's interested. Because I'm not interested. We're not talking about that.
Just a question about
I'm not interested in this nonsense. Not interested in this one.
why you're talking about
Allah is praying to
sorry,
someone.
just a
Who is
second.
Allah praying?
Watch the video. Watch the video, you'll understand. Watch the video, you'll understand. Watch the video, you'll understand. Okay, watch the video, you'll understand. Alright.
Is Muhammad
Yeah?
higher
There you go.
than Allah?
Okay.
Sir,
So,
who is Allah
that's the
praying
principle.
to?
Let him speak. Let him
Who
speak.
Yeah,
is
yeah. Go
Allah
on.
praying to?
Hussein, your time.
Carry on.
Give my answer and then I'll walk away.
Go on, explain.
Give the answer
carry on.
and then I'll walk away.
I'm not interested in her. Forget that. She's had her chance long ago. She's a hypocrite. She's a hypocrite. No need to waste my time with this. Carry on.
Allah does not love liars, and we have a liar here. Who is Allah praying to?
Carry on.
Who is Allah praying to? Who is
No one's
Allah
interested.
praying
You're
to?
irrelevant. No one's interested. No one's interested.
No one is
No one's interested.
interested with
No.
Allah.
No one's interested in you. No, you. No one's interested.
With Allah and the Quran.
No one's interested.
Who is Allah
No one's
praying
interested.
to?
No one's
Who
interested.
is Allah
No one's
praying
interested.
to?
No one's interested.
I love
No one's interested in you.
Allah praying to.
Right.
Who is Allah praying to? Who is
There you go. Go tell him. He'll tell you. He'll tell you. He'll tell you.
Come here, sir.
No, he'll go tell you.
I am sure this gentleman needs to know too.
I'm not engaging with you.
Needs to
I'm not
know
engaging with
too.
you.
Who is
I'm not
Allah
engaging with you.
praying to?
I'm not engaging
Who
with
is
you.
Allah
I'm not
praying
engaging
to?
with you.
Who
Don't
is
understand
Allah
this.
praying
You're a
to?
hypocrite.
Who is
You're a
Allah
hypocrite.
praying
You're a
to?
hypocrite.
Who
You're a
is
hypocrite.
Allah praying to? You look at me
Are
and
you gonna say-
Muhammad, shame on
This is what the Christians are reduced to. Heckling, barking like dogs. That's all they got. No one's interested. No one's interested. I'm sorry? You think this is Christianity? You think this is civil?
For a couple of minutes.
No one's interested. No one's interested. No one's interested.
Was watching movies.
No one's interested.
I want to bring Islamic Dawatim to reality.
No one's interested.
That who is Allah?
We're not interested in you Christian hecklers.
No,
Christian heckling team. You're just hecklers. Irrelevant. You're irrelevant. You're irrelevant. Right. So what I'm saying to you is this. Let me explain the reality. Because the claim was this. Christians don't call their people to war. That was what you said. So I'm showing you in history that's exactly what the Christians did, because the Pope will call the king will call his lords and barons, the lords will call their people and send them. Because where do you think the men came from?
I'm telling you. The history of Crusaders started very, very progressively from the tribal wars in the continent. The wars between the internal wars.
That's irrelevant to what we just said. Because what we're talking about is this. A Christian leader calling people to fight for the religion. So the question, no, because today, where am I called to go and fight for my religion?
I have answered you.
No, because what I'm saying to you is this. From the very, very beginning, you've had double standards. You apply a standard to me that you don't to yourself. You said that, according to Islam, if the leader, they call for a war, then the people have to fight. And I've shown you in history, Christianity was exactly the same. First thing. Second thing, the only reason it doesn't happen today is because Christianity doesn't have that power anymore. They lost it. But when they had that power, it was a bloody history. Yeah? They butchered, they tortured worldwide. The cross was carried to South America where the Incas and the Aztecs were butchered by Christians. Do you know this stuff? It's important to know this stuff before you start throwing stones.
You promise me you won't stop me.
I won't stop you.
Okay. As I started from the Gospel, from the New Testament. Wars is not been propagated in New Testament. It's not been practiced in the early churches. It's not been, however, issued.
What do you mean by
early history of the Christianity?
I'm not going to interrupt, but I am going to stop you when you make a mistake. I have to. Let me ask you a question.
You have right not to agree, but respect what
I
I'm
disagree
saying.
what you're saying.
No, please.
All right, I disagree.
Okay. You may disagree, but please let me finish it.
Go on.
Don't interrupt. Okay. So it's not in the New Testament. It's not in the apostles' activities. It's not in the early church. It's not in the early history of
It is in the early
Christianity.
church.
Please.
It is. It is.
Wait.
Right.
Within a 2,000 years' time, unfortunately, we find it somewhere between 11th, 13th or 14th century, those activities and disappeared gradually. It came to Christian history.
You're wrong.
Gradually, and it disappeared
You're wrong.
gradually.
You're wrong.
Today, there is not a Christian church establishing an army or preaching for wars.
Okay.
It's not in the core of Christian faith.
Okay. Do the...
That-
all right. Okay.
We don't find in the
all right.
theology, we don't find in the creed,
Can I refute you on 2 points?
we don't find it today.
Let me refute you on 2
We
points.
cannot compare
right.
that the Crusades as an isolated incident to jihadism in Islam and the political life
Okay.
in
okay.
Muslim.
All right. I'm gonna do 3 things now. The first thing I'm going to refute, I'm going to ask you a question. What happened to the Christians who didn't agree with the Athanasian Creed? What happened to them? The Christians who didn't agree with the Orthodox version of Christianity. What happened to them? That's the first thing I'm going to ask you. Second thing I want to ask you, when the British and American army go to war, and they have their pastor with them, and before they go into battles they have a church service, what do you think they're doing? And the third thing, I'm going to give you the first line of a song. Yeah? Onward Christian soldiers marching off to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. This is a hymn to boost up the people to go to war in the name of what? Christianity. Yes. So that's that one point. I want to understand, why do you think they read Bible before they go to war in Afghanistan and places like this? Why they have Bible classes? Why they all sing in hymns? Why they have pastors in the army? Do you believe America's a Christian country? Do you believe America's a Christian country? You don't believe it's a Christian country? Do you believe England's a Christian country? So what do you believe a Christian country is? Give me one Christian country in the world.
Christianity is not a religion of a state.
So you don't have a country? Right. So,
not a religion of the
so if
state.
you don't have a country, then how can you make the claim there's no Christian country doing this, that, the
That's what
other?
I'm saying.
You don't have a
Christianity
country.
does not involve in politics.
Right. But what happened when Christianity did have countries? What did you do? What did Christianity do when it had countries?
The citizens are Christians.
No.
It's possible.
No, you just said right now there is no Christian country. Therefore, no Christian country goes to war. I'm asking you, when Christian countries did exist, what did they do? Did they go to war?
Christian country.
No, when there was, what did they do?
There was not.
What?
I don't believe that.
You don't believe Britain was a Christian country at one point?
There is not. Christianity doesn't involve in politics. There are people who are Christian living in any country.
Who? Okay.
Minority
okay.
or majority.
According to Christianity, who appoints the king of a country?
Who appoints? To pray for them.
What?
To pray.
No.
Christians pray for everybody.
Who appoints the leader of a country?
Who appoints? People appoint. They get
a king.
No.
Who appoints the king?
Who appoints the king?
According to Christianity.
Every state has their own.
No. We're talking about a time when Christians had countries. So I'm asking you a question. According
in the past or today?
In the past. You can't say today there's no Christian countries going to war because there are no Christian countries. So it's a stupid. Well, yeah, of course you can. But it's stupid, isn't it?
No,
I mean,
there is not a Christian country today.
I agree. So therefore you can't go to war, can you?
They do, but they're not saying I am going to war because of my faith.
No, but there's no Christian country, is there? How can they go to war if there is no Christian country?
It's what they do. That's a secular war.
Is there a Christian country or not?
That's a secular war.
Is there a Christian country in this world today or not? According to you. Is there a Christian country today in the world, according to you? No.
What do you mean by Christian country?
It's his claim.
What do you mean? What do you mean by
it's his claim?
What do you mean by a Christian country? Which way?
It's your claim. I asked the question, is America a Christian country? No. Is Britain a Christian country? No.
Depends what you mean by Christian country.
Where the leaders are Christian and the laws are coming from Judeo-Christian values.
Can you tell me your name again, please?
Hamza.
Hamza. Brother, there are countries which the majority of the population are Christians and the leaders are Christians, right?
Is that a Christian country then?
Okay, but I do not find in any of them speaking up again and again, I am going to war because of my Bible.
Well, they can't. No, right. Okay.
There is no.
Now you've changed it. No, now you move the goalposts. First question. No.
Your standard.
I said to use this what? Okay.
Please let me speak.
No, because you know what I'm saying? I'll be honest with you, you're ignoring my questions. Who appoints the king of a country according to Christianity? God does. God appoints the kings.
God appoints the kings.
Yes.
In the Bible,
God appoints the kings. Yes. So God chooses the kings. Who makes the law?
Who makes the law?
Who made the law?
Listen, that's something the work of God.
No. Does the king make the law?
One second. There is nobody on earth.
Does the king make the law?
There is nobody on earth saying, I am God, I appoint this king. God is doing it. We don't know how he's doing it.
You're a Christian, aren't you?
I am.
Right. So if someone becomes a king of a country back in the day, right? Who's appointed that king? Who's appointed?
Listen, you cannot convince a Christian.
You just ignore my questions.
No, you cannot convince a Christian to say there is politics in Christianity. We don't believe this. It's not been practiced. It is your assertion. You have your background
I agreed.
Of Islam.
I told you straight.
Whereas there is politics in Islam.
Hussein, you keep saying politics as if it's a bad thing.
It is a bad thing.
What is your point anyway?
When you are a religious pious person.
My point is trying to respond to his nonsense claims. He's a Kurdish guy who's left Islam, become a Christian, which is fine. He's then saying when an Englishman becomes a Muslim, we have to, according to the teachings of Islam, become Arabs. Arab culture and such. Alright? And so then we ask the question, what's Arab culture? Surely the way somebody dresses, the music they listen to, the food they eat. Well, I've been a Muslim 17 years. And now there are probably Arab Christians who look more like Arabs than I do.
Yeah.
So it's a nonsense claim, and all he's done.
Why is it a nonsense claim?
Okay, I'm a Muslim. Do I look like an Arab?
No, but
you're an individual.
Do I look like an Arab?
No.
But so why you say I've adopted Arab culture? What Arab culture have I adopted?
I never said that.
Well, that's the claim, isn't it?
Why? But is that what you claim? Is he Arab then?
How many people are you? You're only one.
doesn't like
I'm talking about billions.
Arabic language,
He doesn't like answering
learning
We're
that.
adopting.
No?
We're adopting. You're,
I speak
you're
English,
adopting.
mate.
We know what
Don't
Arab
you
culture
learn the
is.
Arab language in order to.
No, I can do, but I don't need to. See, he says it's a
You know
requirement.
the meaning of the Quran if you don't learn the Arabic language.
Watch the video, man. I've already explained it. There are English authors who've embraced Islam and translated the Quran who could translate it better than I could ever even imagine.
In what? In English?
Yeah.
But we spoke with this gentleman before. There's certain words that are not exactly proper.
No,
translation.
nearest meaning. We concede that
Nearest
point.
meaning is not good enough.
Right, right.
Because a slight difference could be a very serious deviation
no, but
of
no-
what the Quran means. Like when it says beat the woman, it doesn't mean beat the woman.
I know it
in
doesn't.
the proper Arabic
No.
language.
Wait.
Okay, I'll make life easy for you. My wife's an Arab. My wife's an
Hamza,
Arab.
you're born as British.
That's right.
If any, no, but the point here is this. See, look, that's a good standard. You're right. But if you're a Christian, your book has gone through so many filters. You haven't got the original language.
My book has got through no filter.
Are you a Christian?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Eastern
Okay.
Orthodox Christian.
You're a Christian?
One second.
Yeah, Eastern Orthodox.
All right. So Eastern Orthodox. So I'm assuming you can read Greek.
Hamza, you were born as British.
No,
Why not?
I didn't learn it. I didn't learn Greek.
Right. So how do you understand what the New Testament Gospels say?
When I go to the priest and I sit down with him, he will explain to me through the holy tradition, not just normal tradition.
No.
For
For the
Please
trans-
let me answer. Let me answer and then you go. Yeah, I won't be. I'm
Go
not
on,
gonna
go on.
If I certain things which I don't understand, I can go to the church.
You don't understand any of it. You don't read Greek. You don't understand any of it.
No, if I read it in English,
Okay.
and there's certain things I don't understand, I will go to the church,
Right.
and the priest will give me
Right.
what is passed down through the church, through all the years, through translations.
Through translations.
Yeah.
Right.
No, not through translations. No.
Really?
No.
Go on.
No. All right, and then they know through the traditions exactly
So
what it was meant. Just like if I
what
was
language did
to
Jesus
read-
speak?
Just like if I was to read the Quran and I don't understand something, I won't be able to learn. I could, but I may not choose to learn Arabic.
Well, you can
I
do.
will go to a scholar.
Yeah, I agree.
Or to the
So what's the
mosque,
problem?
And they will explain to me. I'm just
Yeah. No. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I said. So what I'm explaining is this. Look.
Yeah, listen, ask me, I'll answer you quick, and then carry on with this junk because it's rude that I jumped in. He was talking to. Is that fair?
Well, he's not really
All right,
answering.
no,
But
go on,
the point is,
go
the
on.
principle is this.
Go on.
Principle is this.
Quickly, that's
All I've said to him, so if you want to apply set a standard of something, then you need to have the same standard yourself. So you can't start saying to me, oh, if you want to understand the Quran's Arabic, you need to learn Arabic.
You don't need to.
Although I have to. No, but he's saying it's a requirement.
Of
Of course we can. But he's saying it's a requirement. We have to do that. We have to Arabize ourselves. Now, me learning Arabic doesn't mean I've Arabized myself. It just means I've learned a language. So just as, for example, James White, one of the top
I
Christian...
learned French.
Yeah, but James White, one of the top apologetic Christians, he learns Conic Greek.
Yeah.
So he can read the New Testament manuscripts
Doesn't mean-
in the language they're in.
Yeah, he's unadopted the culture.
That's it.
Greek and all
Khalas.
that.
He's not become a Greek, is he? He's Slovakian.
I agree with you. I agree with you. You agree with me. We can't go back to the Imam.
So it's a nonsense claim then?
Yes. Now carry on, bro.
Amra, you were born as British?
Yes.
What was your name?
Darren.
Now you called Hamza.
Or Darren. Hamza, I don't mind.
Did you have mustache before?
Yeah.
Now you have it.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Are you saying having a beard is Arab culture?
One second. We know
Did Jesus have a beard? No, did Jesus have a beard?
No, yes. Muhammad did it, and his followers are doing it.
Well, no, Jesus did it.
cannot-
Moses did it. What's the problem?
You see, because we have our own culture, we don't follow his clothing. We don't follow his
What?
images, right?
Who?
That's what I'm saying. You already changed.
So me having a beard means I'm an Arab.
It means you are changing gradually.
I'm changing gradually.
Okay.
I've been a Muslim
That's
17
it.
years.
We know Muslims are required to do it, and they're doing it, and now you are doing it. If you are not a Muslim, you probably you would have shaved every other day,
As a Christian, isn't he supposed to follow
which
Jesus?
now you having it.
I'll be honest with you, I had a goatee.
If you were not Muslim, you wouldn't have interest in Arabic. Now you have.
Right.
I'm a Christian. I don't have interest in neither Aramaic nor in Greek.
So
My
basically,
language is more than enough for me.
right.
Is what I'm saying to you. Is already I can see the changes in you. Why I have to call you Hamza?
You don't.
What's wrong with your British name?
As you like, mate. I don't
You
care.
see?
What do you mean?
Islam
What point did you just make?
as a culture.
What point did you just make? What point did you just think you made?
You already proved to me.
When you asked me my name, what did I say it was?
What I'm saying-
When you asked me my name, what
what
did I
I'm
say?
saying is-
When you asked me my name originally, what
when
did I
you
say?
become a Muslim, is not only your faith you're practicing in God.
What?
It's not only a relationship between God and you.
Right.
There is also a culture. There is also a politics. There is also
See, this is what I don't
economic
get.
model.
Right.
And you got little for your personal
Right. So,
life.
But may I ask this?
but what's the problem with that?
Is that because
I have proven to you, you're already becoming Arabic, right? You cannot deny it.
What?
Not only you.
How do Christian
All the time-
how do Christian Arabs dress?
what you're saying, you're
No,
adopting all these different cultural things.
what am I
You're
adopting?
already
economic
becoming
things.
Arabic.
What?
But these are maybe teachings in the Quran which you're practicing.
Listen. Do you know how many people? Do you know how many people? Listen.
Isn't it that is
One second.
provide-
One second. One second. Let me explain something to you.
Why-
Let me say something to you. Every time I tell people the teachings of Islam, right? You know what they say to me? Oh yeah, but you don't need a book to do that. Well, that's what they say to me, right? So I'm a Muslim. So what's the
I'm
what's?
going to discuss.
All right. So I'm a
You're
Muslim.
already becoming Arab.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
lost
So here's the Arab culture,
Thank you.
according to him. All right. So what the Muslim culture I've adopted? Okay. I don't do drugs. There's some Islamic culture for you. I don't do drugs. Don't sleep about.
Hyde, what do you mean? There is an Islamic country for you. Are you saying there's Islamic countries that don't do drugs?
Say it again. Sorry.
Are you saying Islamic countries don't do drugs?
No. No, I didn't say that at all.
What did you mean then by there is an Islamic country for you?
I didn't say that.
Rewind. Let's see. You said, I don't
Culture.
do drugs.
Culture.
There is an Islamic country
No,
for
I didn't
you.
say that.
All right, what did you say?
I said Islamic culture.
Culture.
Islamic culture don't do drugs.
No.
Okay. What do you mean by Islamic culture?
Thank you. Okay. This is the culture that apparently I've adopted by being a Muslim. So the way he was saying the way I've changed since being a Muslim. Okay. So the ways I've changed is what? Don't do drugs, don't drink alcohol, don't gamble, don't sleep about, I don't deal in interest. I look care of my parents, take care of my parents, yeah. I don't abuse my neighbours. Yeah, I'm a kind, caring kind of guy, according to the teachings of what I believe. Now, I've had so many atheists and English people say to
So
me,
far, you've also adopted the Christian way.
what's that? There is no Christian way. According to him, no, you have no way, as he just said.
No, stop. It's very important.
You don't have one.
It's very important. A true Christian will take care of his parents, honour your father.
Can you drink
and
alcohol?
mother, don't gamble. Don't.
You can drink alcohol?
So again,
You can drink alcohol?
do I drink alcohol?
You can drink alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
So
moderation,
it's not the
yeah.
same then, is it?
But that's wine.
No. But here's your problem.
Just like you might eat grapes.
See, here's the problem. Because
Do you eat grapes?
Yeah, look,
There's
no, I
grape
don't.
juice.
Well, I don't drink. Well, I don't drink.
I have grape juice.
Well, I don't have fermented
There's a
grapes.
slight difference.
All right. No, but
What is the difference?
see,
This
is the problem about coming late to a conversation.
Let's talk nicely.
No, but this is
Go on, go on,
this is
go
the
on, go on, go on.
this is the problem about coming late to a conversation, because his point was this: when you become a Muslim, it's not just about your faith; it's about your economics. No, your economics, your culture, what you can and do, your social system, all of these things, the laws you follow, and all of this stuff. Where he said Christianity is 90% faith and 10% the other stuff, and I agreed with him, because it is. Because if Jesus died for your sins and abolished the law, then he abolished the law, mate. You can't then start scrabbling for bits you like. He either abolished the law or he didn't. If the law's gone, the law's gone. If parts of it remain, show me how you differentiate between what remains and what doesn't. But in Islam, it's in stone. This is what we do.
So, a set number of rules and things you
No,
must obey.
it's called guidance, you see.
Guidance.
Yeah, I'll give you an example. Every society needs guidance. It needs somebody to show what's bad and what's good for the society, not just for themselves, not just for the individual, to protect the individual from society from the individual, and all of these things. So everything, but Christianity doesn't have that. That's why that's why it has no Christian country. That's why Christian countries are secular, because they need man's law, because they don't have their own.
But we, as an Eastern Orthodox Christian, we follow the Ten Commandments.
Right.
So that's guidance, isn't it?
Sorry, the Ten Commandments.
Yeah. Isn't that guidance?
Yeah, but it's not a definitive guidance, is it?
Is it a guidance?
Okay, the Ten
Is it a
Commandments.
list
All
of
right,
gu-
can I make it
Please-
simple for you?
Please answer my question. Is it a
What
set
does it
of
mean, thou
guidance?
shalt not kill?
Is
What does it mean?
No, is it a set of guidance?
It should,
Ten
if you
Commandments.
understand it correctly, yes.
Yes, yeah.
What does thou shalt not kill mean?
No, wait a minute. Is it a set
Yeah,
of
it's guidance, yeah.
So you said a minute ago that Christians don't follow a set of guidance.
So you're saying Jesus didn't abolish that law?
I'm just saying.
No,
to
what did he
you
or not?
what you've just said. You said, did you? All right, did
Yeah.
you say here in front of all these people that Christians do not follow a set of guidance?
What did I say before that?
Please answer the yes or no question.
Oh, okay.
It's a
No.
yes or no answer.
Ask the question again, and then I'll...
Did you say in front of all these people that Christians do not have a set of guidance?
Yes. Let me ask you a question
And
now.
then-
No. I'm asking you a question now.
No,
Did you
said-
not agree?
No. Let's finish the question
Go on,
I
then.
asked you.
Go on, then.
You said yes.
No, I'm not going to continue. No, because you took it out of context.
One minute. We're
No,
not,
you took it out of context.
We are moving away from the question.
No. No.
Did you? All right, let me.
Yes, I said yes.
Let me. You said what?
I said yes. Why did I say yes?
You never. You said the Christians don't follow a set and not give us.
Yeah. Why did I say that?
Right, but what? And then I said, so I responded and said to you, but what about the Ten Commandments?
Right.
Are they a set of guidance?
Yes.
And we follow them.
Yes.
You said yes.
Yes.
So are you not contradicting yourself?
No.
Why, sir?
I'll explain. Because you already conceded.
I think it's like being in the court there.
Because you already conceded Jesus.
What's your name, by the way?
You don't want to know.
Why?
Go on.
You already conceded prior to that question. Yugos.
I'm Greek.
Yurgos, isn't it?
Yorgos.
Yasu.
Thank
Tikanis?
you. Allah.
Alhamdulillah. Okay.
He's adopted the Greek culture.
There you go. Yeah.
Adopted the Greek culture.
There you go. You see.
Go. We talk nice again.
All right. So, see, what you've done now, you've taken what I said out of context, and I'll explain why.
Yeah, please.
I asked you, did Jesus abolish the law? And you said yes.
I never said that.
All right. Did
Please
you...
rewind and have a look.
No, I appreciate that if I misunderstood. Do you believe Jesus abolished the law?
Let me tell you one thing, yeah?
It's a yes or no answer. It's a yes or no question. Like you did me.
No?
Yes?
1 minute. It's not just a yes or no answer.
Why not?
Because it could be I don't know answer as well, yeah?
Did he abolish the law or not?
Could it be I don't know answer as
Okay.
well?
Yes, no, I don't know. What is it?
You see? So you're wrong. So please
I don't think it's a don't know answer though. I think you're just being pedantic.
I don't know exactly.
You don't know if he abolished
I
the
need
law.
to expand on that answer. Please let me answer instead of...
He's a nice guy.
He didn't allow me
Nice.
to answer.
But he's a nice guy.
I know. Yeah, I know. All right. You're right. No, he's
No, because
right.
he made me answer a yes or no
Yeah,
question
I know, and I liked
out of
it.
context.
That's true.
After he said something which he's rescinded,
But he's still a- but
and now he's gone don't
but
know.
But he's still a nice guy.
But why
He's a
must
lovely guy.
Why must you be an idiot like me?
Go on.
Two wrongs don't make a right. Two wrongs don't make a right.
Yorgos, come on.
You see, humility is the answer to everything. Everything, humility. If we all have humility, answers everything.
all right. But then-
what I think, look.
Go on.
Look.
I said
There's
yes
a
to your
difference.
answer.
There's a
When I have to say
difference.
something. I said yes to your idea of the Ten Commandments being guidance.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that, yes, the Christians are following that guidance.
That's true.
I'm saying, yeah, Ten Commandments are guidance. I get
Christians
that.
they don't follow
But
the
what I want to say on that Ten Commandments, this is what I'm saying to you. I don't understand the Ten Commandments. I'll tell you why. Because the second commandment, thou shalt not kill?
Yeah.
And then as soon as Moses come down the mountain, orders killing of 3,000 people. And then after that, there's genocide everywhere. So I'm confused now. Because if God says thou shalt not kill, and then all of a sudden God is ordering killing of men, women and children everywhere.
And you
I don't understand that.
I know, and that's what you saw in the Bible, yeah? Is that what it says in the Bible, Moses?
Yeah.
See, now you're asking very deep questions, okay?
No, I'm just saying I don't understand it.
I'm not equipped to answer these kind of questions because this is the difference between Eastern Orthodox Christians and like evangelical.
Are you guys Trinitarian?
Yeah.
Okay, so just I just want to add a caveat to that. Sorry. Jesus ordered the killing of men, women and children. Carry on.
Okay. So what I'm saying is you're asking questions here. Eastern Orthodox, we more on worshipping God, praying, trying to have humility and love for people.
Yeah, what do you say?
And within ourselves,
Alhamdulillah.
we do a lot of it. We do fasting, we bow
Alhamdulillah.
down, and like Muslims, and I want to say it without disrespect, the Muslims pray like us Eastern Orthodox Christians, which were many years before any mosque was ever in the Middle East or anywhere.
Do you know why that is?
Please let me answer.
I know, but do you know why it is? It's good to learn these things as
let
we
me
go in.
finish my. All right, you want to go?
No, I'm not going to argue.
We're going to never.
No,
finish.
it's not a point to
Right,
argue. Do you know why the Muslims pray like you Eastern Orthodox Christians pray?
Yeah.
Because we pray as Jesus prayed. Carry on.
Yeah. That's right.
That's it.
So we go down on our knees and we pray and bow our heads down.
Alhamdulillah.
And we do a number of times every day, all day.
Alhamdulillah.
And while I'm speaking to you, maybe in my heart, in my mind, I'm praying as well.
Yeah, that's different
so
though. Yeah,
it's
it's different.
very different to the normal Christians. You Muslims in this Hyde Park, they talk to the evangelicals and they think that you have to go to the source of the true church. I don't want to be promoting now, but you have to go to the original church and ask them. So with me, we focus more on this. You have to go to a scholar of theology for Eastern Orthodox to ask these questions about the Bible. There are many things you're going to find, just like if I was to read the Quran now, there are many things which are going to appear contradictory, but not necessarily is contradictory. And in fact will reveal even more truths in the Quran. And the same will happen if you speak to a proper theologian of Eastern Orthodox, not necessarily Greek, but Eastern Orthodox, that will make you think, oh, it makes sense now why this happened and why that happened, why that one. So that's why I'm not.
No. There's a difference. No. Here's the thing you see. No, here's the thing you see.
Where evangelicals they are following a new thing, which is sola scriptura.
No, I get that.
This is very important.
No, I get
This
that.
not just says
I
one
get that.
point.
I get that.
Very important. Evangelicals, they introduced a new thing, sola scriptura. Anything which is exactly written in the Bible, that's it. But there was many more things said and done than what is written in the
Obviously
Bible.
so.
And the Eastern Orthodox Church is the one that put the Bible together and decided which books should go in the Bible. Before that, what did they believe?
The problem you've got.
See, there was a holy tradition. There was a holy tradition.
Sorry,
that's why when you go in the church, you'll see pictures.
I have to pull the rug from your feet. Forgive me, Yogos.
It's getting excited.
So you're saying to me that the foundation of...
I get into that momentum and then he cuts me off and then I come back again.
No, so when I hear something, you see, and what happens, you see, when I hear something,
Tell me.
alarm goes in my mind.
Yeah, we're talking nice.
Yeah. I'm a nice guy, man. No one's bad.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, so basically, so I can understand Eastern Orthodox, Eastern Orthodoxy. Do you go back to the Church Fathers, Eusebius, Origen, Polycarp, and all these guys?
The early Church Fathers,
yes.
which were
Origen, Polycarp, Jerome, all these guys. Okay.
It depends. There's a lot of Western fathers we don't follow.
Okay. Do you follow Eusebius?
Before 1054, when there was split of the Roman
No.
Church,
This is early.
And the Orthodox Church. Before that,
this is early.
Then, the Eastern Orthodox.
So Eusebius, for example, would be one of your founding fathers. I would say if you're going before.
I don't know about Eusebius.
All right. So here's the problem you got. We get accused as Muslims of something called taqiyya. Have you heard of taqiyya?
No.
Taqiyya is apparently Muslims can lie to promote their religion.
That's what Eusebius said.
Yes.
And I understand that, but we in our church we didn't.
No, it's fantastic. Oh, that's beautiful. So you understand that then? So you have a.
It don't mean we follow Eusebius.
No.
And what he said.
No, but the problem you've got is this.
It's very important now.
No, but
there's a lot of Western fathers that said a lot of things.
No.
Which we don't agree with.
We know. We know what they said about the Jews. Forget anything else.
Who?
The Church Fathers, about the synagogues.
Which Church Fathers?
No, that's what I'm saying to you.
It's very important.
No, but the problem is, you see, when I speak to Christians generally.
Why don't you talk to me about Gregory of Nicaea? Why don't we talk about John Chrysostom?
When you, you know what, I'm going to look into Eastern Orthodoxy. Okay, but what I'm saying to you is this: your founding fathers sanctioned lying to promote their belief.
Like because of what Eusebius said?
No, I'll give you an example. It wasn't just Eusebius. Jerome said the same as well. And Paul says the same as well.
Who was Jerome? Jerome was after.
Is it?
He translated the Bible into Latin.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe he was going off what Eusebius said.
And again, this are not the Eastern Orthodox Church teaching.
No, but Eusebius...
It's very important. Just like you...
No, I get it.
Just like you with the hadiths. There's a lot of things of hadiths which you don't agree with, yeah?
No, yeah.
Which you know were introduced, which were...
No, I agree, but we have a... we have a...
We've got to be fair.
No, but the difference between the hadith and the history of the Church Fathers is chalk and cheese. Because we have a science behind what we do. We have a process. We have a chains of narration. It's like MI5, just to know who was there, were they not there. We have that.
And right. You also have Isnad, yeah?
Sorry?
Isnad, is it Isnad?
Yeah. What might be a very good discussion with this brother is that, because he's an Orthodox Christian, is that we look at the Orthodox teachings of Jesus in relation to God. That might be a good discussion to have.
Yeah, but before, you know, what he's talking about? Explain to him Isnad. Tell him Isnad. You just said before I said that. What did you say? You got a criteria.
Chain of narration.
And the same the Orthodox Church have with the bishops.
No.
That were passed down with the writings and the eyewitnesses.
I understand.
So we have the same thing.
It's not the same. But anyway.
Why?
I can't go definitive on that right now. It's something to be looked at. Okay.
The science was completely Islamic creation.
Isnad was. But we before 650 years before was Eastern Orthodox.
Didn't have it. Now here's the thing, you see. If you're going to say, here's the problem. If Eusebius has said it's okay to lie, you've got a problem now because you don't know what Eusebius lied about.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
So you have to throw Eusebius under the bus now.
I don't know.
No, because if he's known to be lying. And the thing is, you go back to the New
I don't
Testament.
think there was any buses around at the time, so that was a trick question. But carry on.
And if you go back to the New Testament,
Chariot then.
and if you go back to the New Testament to Romans, Paul is saying, "Why am I being persecuted for this lie?" So lying is sanctioned by Christianity as long as it's to promote Christianity.
No, that's a very big generalisation because Eusebius said this thing.
Paul said it.
Yeah, but you can't. Because they say one thing. Well,
I get that.
I'm not equipped to answer them.
But once, don't you get the point that once one man has conceded that he thinks it's okay to lie?
Yeah, but you can't. I'm not equipped.
No,
to
I
tell
get that.
you
I'm not going different.
One comment what Paul said.
Yeah, no.
Of why,
No.
What
What I'm saying to you is this.
Because I'm sure it makes sense. When you got all the church fathers there, and you got all the manuscripts there, and you got all the discussions.
No, but don't you think it's a
and debates.
problem?
These things would have been a problem at that time.
But don't you think
It was
it's
never a problem?
Don't you think it's a problem if Paul?
I never disputed Paul and thought no.
No, but don't
So
you think
what?
it's a problem if you have a man called Paul who admits to lying? How can you take what he says seriously?
Again, you're asking me something very deep.
And you know, I'll go deeper. And I'll go deeper. It goes deeper than that. And then you read his letters to Galatians and such, and he's arguing against the apostles of Jesus.
Yeah.
He's telling people don't listen to them and saying things contrary to them. So you've got a man who's admitted to lying, and all of a sudden he's going against the teachings of Jesus. And yet, you look at the doctrine of Christianity, it emanates from him.
And yet, you've got all these Christians that die a martyr's death, knowing they're on a lie.
No.
Does that make sense?
No, they don't know it's a lie. They think it's true.
Why?
But Paul said it, innit?
Then they see from the letters. Then they see from the Bible.
No.
From the letters.
Who are
from
these?
the teachings. 1 minute. Let's go slowly. In the teachings of the church, when Paul went to Thessalonica and spoke to Thessalonians, yeah.
Right.
And the Greeks and the apostles and these Christians died martyr's death,
Believing what they had was true.
knew that this was a lie, that Paul was said these lies.
No.
Why'd you say no?
I'll tell you why. Do you believe Islam is true?
Me.
Yeah.
This is a very difficult question. You got
George,
1 minute.
I
Hang
was
in
not
there.
expecting that.
I know you want. I know. Wait a minute. When
He's
you
thinking
say-
why I've asked the question.
No, wait a minute.
He's very clever, Yogos. He's thinking. He's
Shaitan,
thinking.
bruv, Shaitan.
George, do
Wait a
you
minute.
play chess?
Wait a minute. No, the words is very important what you say. Do you believe Islam is true?
Yeah, the teachings
do
of
you
Islam.
mean the Quran is true?
Yeah, Islam.
Do you mean it's from God? Do you mean it says good things in there?
All of those
I'm taking the people who believed it.
All of those.
The people who believed it to be true, do you believe they were
I
correct?
don't believe the Quran is from God.
Right.
With all due respect.
Right. That's
But
enough.
There are many things in there which I can say I really agree with a lot.
Alhamdulillah. Okay.
100.
You don't need to go to that point.
Many things.
I just needed you the
And
initial
even if
answer.
and before I go further, there's many things in the Quran which, if I've never read the Quran in my own practice
You'd agree with it?
as a struggling to be a good person, I do, which I find are quite in the Quran.
Yeah.
I have a lot of Muslim friends. They go and pray 5 times in Whitechapel Mosque. And I'm telling him, you've just come out the mosque, don't swear. Stop being angry. Stop sending me videos of someone being chopped up and things like this.
Right. Anyway, your initial answer, it was all I
So
needed.
there are good things, and there's things which I tell him.
But no, don't worry about that, because we're not talking about that.
But anyway, we can carry on.
What we're talking about is this.
So
you
I don't believe it's from God.
Right.
But I do
But there are
believe
people-
there are good things in there.
But there are people.
A lot of good things.
But there are people who were martyred believing it was from God.
Wait a minute. But there, you had eyewitnesses.
What do you mean?
You had eyewitnesses.
Eyewitnesses to what?
All right. A Muslim could die for something. I could die for something now. I believe in
No,
something.
you were saying Christians died for believing something, for believing a lie, if you like. So you obviously, if you don't believe Islam is true in that sense, you believe it's a lie, isn't it? Obviously. Therefore, these.
Not all of it. No.
No. But what these.
I believe there's a lot of events in the Quran that actually happen. And I believe there's a lot of things which I
I'm not
agree
saying that. I'm not saying
and
that.
I love them things.
No, I'm talking about the teachings of Islam, the core, the creed of Islam.
But to say it's from Allah and it came.
No, exactly. I get that. But I'm just trying to show you how mute your point is. That just because someone dies for what they believe to be true,
But there was eyewitnesses.
what does that mean?
No, but George,
There was eyewitnesses.
Eyewitnesses.
Let's take examples.
Eyewitnesses to what?
The principle
I will
that
tell you.
Hamza's trying to explain to you is that just as you said,
As a belief, you could
and
die
that
for a
they were-
belief,
they were
and that could be a
No, no,
lie.
no, no,
Hindus die for their belief.
What Hamza's trying to explain to you is that
Martyrdom means nothing.
Christians who died following the faith
Doesn't make it true.
didn't necessarily know that it was a lie, and they may have believed that it was true.
Just as a Muslim who dies,
Just as
according to your
just as
perspective.
Muslims who might do the same thing.
Just as a Hindu.
might believe it to be true.
A Hindu might die on the battle for Krishna, for example.
You see my point?
Okay.
But it's a lie. But that doesn't mean it wasn't a lie just because he died for it. So martyrdom is a moot point, I believe. I don't think it supports you.
Well, so the point is here, we need to show or prove there was eyewitnesses around.
Eyewitnesses to what?
Well, for example, then let's take one example.
Go on.
Like the resurrection was in the Quran. This is where I have a very big difficulty, sincerely, with the, because I do read the Quran sometimes. Where I find the difficulty is when they're talking about the Quran came how many years after the Bible? Roughly, you don't have to be exact.
600-ish.
650
No,
years
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that, actually. I would say 300 years. I would say 300.
The Quran came 300 years
after the Bible. Well, yeah, because when was it canonized? When was the Bible canonized? 340, 4th century?
John Stanton book, Gospel Truths. You have a look in there. They've got Magda University in Oxford. They've got fragments,
I believe you,
manuscripts, 50 AD.
That means nothing.
It does.
It doesn't.
Because on there, it says in Koine Greek, for example, Ogyrios.
What do you think that proves? What do you think that proves?
But hold on.
What I want to say is...
George, what's your point?
That's what I'm saying to you. Same question. What did it prove?
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is, the manuscripts around, just because the actual book wasn't there, it doesn't mean... All right, let's make it simpler. After Christianity...
when was the Bible
Quran
canonized?
Came, say, 650 years after Christianity.
What's your point?
Yeah? So, my issue is, number one, it's very difficult. In the Quran it says, like, for example, it was not Jesus on the cross.
Doesn't say that.
It made to be look like Jesus.
Doesn't say that either.
What exactly did it say? Because I don't know the exact verse.
It said they crucified him not.
Yeah.
They killed him not. They crucified not or killed him. No, they killed him not or crucified him, but it appeared so to them.
Exactly. It appeared to be.
No, it appeared so to them. From their perspective, that's what they thought.
So what does that mean?
That means
Sorry to break
that
it
means
down.
they thought he died on the cross.